Welcome to the high-stakes, rhythm-fueled coastline of South America. Rio de Janeiro projects images of a sun-drenched, carefree tropical paradise. A breathtaking marvel where the colossal Christ the Redeemer, pristine white sand beaches, and the intoxicating beat of samba create an absolute bucket list sanctuary. But behind this postcard-perfect exterior lies a highly unforgiving economic and security landscape. Rio is a city split clean between luxury tourist enclaves and high-risk urban territories, structurally optimized to aggressively extract your cash through beach monopolies, predatory transit operations, and localized commercial traps before you can even take a sip of your first caipirinha. If you want to conquer South America's most electrifying coastal giant without destroying your net worth or compromising your safety, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on all notifications. Do not let the grand appearance of natural beauty blind your financial and security radar. Let us deconstruct the Rio pricing and safety structure. To truly experience Rio at its absolute zenith, you must time your expedition around the world's greatest show, the Rio Carnival. This massive cultural phenomenon dictates the entire city's financial calendar. To guarantee your presence during this spectacular explosion of samba, your timeline to visit must be strictly anchored to February or early March, depending on the lunar calendar. For example, looking ahead, the main carnival dates will light up the city from February 12th to February 17th, 2027. However, entering the city during this peak window requires extreme tactical budgeting. The precise second carnival is locked in. Local accommodation prices throughout the city skyrocket by 300 to 400%. To shield your travel capital from this institutional surge, you must book your lodgings at least 6 to 8 months in advance. If you want the vibrant energy of Rio without the extreme financial penalty of Carnival Week, execute a strategic retreat and visit during the shoulder months of September to November, when hotel rates drop significantly. The weather is beautifully mild, and the major tourist sites are entirely clear of massive holiday crowds. The clinical extraction of your travel capital triggers the exact millisecond you step off the aircraft at Galeão International Airport, GIG. Curbside taxi drivers are notoriously predatory, frequently quoting astronomical flat rates to foreign travelers, or utilizing altered digital meters that run twice as fast. To bypass this immediate fiscal drain, completely avoid the street taxis outside the terminal doors. Instead, use the highly integrated digital ride-hailing applications like Uber or 99 Taxi, which operate on fixed, transparent pricing grids. If you prefer public transit, utilize the premium airport bus service known as Fresco, Line 2018, which is fully air-conditioned and securely transports you straight to the main hotel zones of Copacabana and Ipanema for a fraction of a private ride's cost. This intense corporate footprint channels you directly into the local lodging bottleneck. The accommodation market in Rio is strictly segregated by geography. Staying inside the legendary Zona Sul, South Zone, is non-negotiable for safety. But hotels directly facing the Copacabana or Ipanema boardwalks charge massive premium markups. To optimize your lodging capital, shift your search just 2 to 3 blocks inland into the residential grid of Botafogo or the artistic neighborhood of Santa Teresa. Botafogo, known locally as Bota Soho, is perfectly connected by the safe and highly efficient Rio Metro network, offering trendy hostels, private apartment rentals, and boutique guest houses at a fraction of beachfront prices, while placing you surrounded by authentic local nightlife. Navigating Rio's world-class cultural landscape requires sharp planning to avoid vertical spending traps. Iconic landmarks like Christ the Redeemer, Corcovado, and Sugarloaf Mountain, Pão de Açúcar, charge steep admission fees that can quickly dent your daily budget. To bypass the inflated tourist agency markups, purchase your tickets directly from the official government portals online. For Christ the Redeemer, choose the official van service departing from Largo do Machado or Copacabana. This option includes your park entry fee and avoids the expensive private tour buses. If you want a world-class natural experience for absolutely zero cost, skip the ticket lines entirely and hike up Parque Lage, or explore the breathtaking Tijuca National Park, one of the largest urban rainforests on Earth, offering spectacular jungle waterfalls and panoramic vistas completely free of charge. For a deep dive into Rio's architectural and historical heritage, head to the city center, Centro, to explore the magnificent Real Gabinete Português de Leitura. This stunning 19th century library features a jaw-dropping neo-Manueline interior that looks straight out of a Gothic fantasy, costing absolutely nothing to enter. Pair this with a visit to the futuristic Museum of Tomorrow, Museu do Amanhã, on the rejuvenated Porto Maravilha Pier. While it normally charges entry, visiting on a Tuesday unlocks a special free admission policy, allowing you to experience cutting-edge science and design completely free. When you hit Rio's world-famous beaches, you enter a highly sophisticated commercial ecosystem. The sand is divided into numbered sections called postos, each attracting a different subculture. While the beach itself is free, the local beach kiosks and chair rental operators, barracas, will aggressively exploit unprepared tourists. They will hand you chairs and umbrellas without disclosing the price, only to hit you with massive arbitrary bills at the end of the day. To protect your funds, always establish a firm, fixed price for rentals before your feet touch the sand. Better yet, bypass the commercial grid entirely by purchasing a cheap traditional straw mat, canga, from a street vendor for a few dollars, allowing you to claim your own piece of paradise completely on your own terms. Dismantling Rio's brutal culinary prices requires a total boycott of tourist-heavy beachfront restaurants, which charge premium international rates for average food. To find authentic heavy-duty fuel, look for traditional Brazilian quilo restaurants, Restaurantes Aquilo. These establishments feature massive high-end buffet lines where you load your plate with prime picanha steak, feijoada black bean stew, and fresh salads, paying strictly by the actual weight of your plate. This is the ultimate working-class dining hack, offering elite quality for less than $6 to $8. For the true soul of Rio's street food, explore the local street markets, feiras livres, or the beach boardwalks to locate a traditional pastel cart. A pastel is a giant, crispy, deep-fried pastry pocket stuffed to the brim with minced beef, melted cheese, or hearts of palm. Paired with a cold, freshly squeezed glass of caldo de cana, sugarcane juice, or a fresh, chilled agua de coco, coconut water, straight from the shell, this massive street staple costs less than $3. For an authentic sweet treat, look for neighborhood bakeries serving warm pão de queijo, traditional Brazilian cheese bread, or bowls of thick frozen acai topped with guarana syrup and banana slices for a hyper-cheap energy boost. When evaluating personal safety, Rio requires a sharp, highly elevated level of urban vigilance that goes far beyond standard European capitals. Geographically, safety is tightly segregated. The wealthy enclaves of Ipanema, Leblon, and Urca are heavily policed and comfortable during daylight hours, but the historic city center, Centro, becomes entirely deserted and dangerous after business hours and on weekends. Never stray into the favelas, informal hillside settlements. Independently or blindly follow GPS routing apps, which can inadvertently guide your vehicle directly into unregulated territorial borders. Opportunistic crime and flash kopkach, snatch-and-run theft are highly organized, especially on the crowded sands of Copacabana during sunset. To guarantee your personal safety, adopt the local philosophy of Malandragem, urban street smarts. Leave all luxury jewelry, expensive watches, and designer clothing in your hotel safe. Carry only a small amount of cash and a single credit card in a concealed pouch. Keep your smartphone completely hidden inside your pockets while walking the streets, and never flash expensive camera gear openly. What lifestyle travel vloggers deliberately hide from you is that Rio's financial operations can be highly fragmented. While Brazil boasts one of the most advanced digital banking and instant payment networks on Earth, known as Pix, international travelers cannot easily access this local system without a Brazilian tax ID. Therefore, you will remain heavily dependent on international credit cards and physical cash. Many independent street market vendors, beach sellers, and historic tram lines still strictly demand physical Brazilian real banknotes. Always maintain a small reserve of low-denomination cash to navigate these sudden operational barriers smoothly. Rio de Janeiro is undeniably a natural and cultural masterpiece, a triumph of geographic wonder and a pinnacle of South American energy. The absolute grandiosity of Christ the Redeemer, the unmatched passion of a live samba circle in Pedra do Sal, and the pristine beauty of the coastline are completely real. But it is a destination that will ruthlessly exploit your finances and your security if you follow the standard tourist track. By choosing strategic travel windows, utilizing transparent ride-hailing networks, dining at authentic local kilo restaurants, and maintaining sharp urban vigilance, you can shatter the Rio price and safety barrier, experiencing the absolute best of the marvelous city entirely on your own terms. Hit that subscribe button right now. Would you challenge Rio's high vigilance, high reward tropical grid, or do you prefer a more predictable coastal escape? Comment your smart strategies below. Safe travels.